He's good though, man.
You know what? Talking about like a guy cutting his wife's head off, I wanted to bring up Crowder.
Oh, guys, call back to Crowder. Right after we did the last episode where I was very, very heated and hurt, the next day a video comes out of him dealing with his wife, which I am sure that everybody has seen at this point. So we're not going to play it.
Yeah.
But you want to set it up a little bit? We already know what it is.
All right, so you kind of got an idea what a tight ass Crowder is. I think he's very old school, really chauvinistic in that way, and it's just kind of listen, man. I agree with a lot of things. I think stay at home women should cloak and clean and do all the right things. But there's also a respect thing, and you could tell Crowder carries none of that. You could tell, just coming from that video that you've all seen. You could just tell he's an insufferable prick to this girl. Oh. And man, sometimes you gotta like, I mean, I hate to say this, but you gotta be the bigger person. It's like, she's pregnant, man. No matter what you needed to do that day, I'm sure you figure out something and you figure out a way. But we were bringing up too is that, so him and his old lady are fighting. They're fighting about the one car they have, which is a total power move on Crowder's part. He wants to know everywhere this chick is at all times. Everybody was asking. I was pointing this out today. Everybody was asking. I heard Tim Pool say it, I heard Kumia say it, I heard Gavin McGinnis say it. Everybody's like, how's Crowder's a millionaire? He just said no to $50 million. How can he not afford 2 cars? Why doesn't he have 2 cars? Why couldn't he not?
Because it was on purpose.
Because it was on purpose. Because that's what control freaks and abusers do, is that they make it impossible for her to do anything without knowledge that he's on top of 24/7.
Yes.
I'm positive
he's literally,
their brand new cars fitted with a low jack that he knows where it's at 24/7.
Yes. He's literally restricting her movement in order to control her.
Dude,
that's a control move 100%. It's so obvious and so on the surface that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Obviously he can afford another car. There's not a lot of reasons why he wouldn't buy one. And you saw him. He was, when she even she said, I'll call someone to pick me up. Like, fine, you can keep the car. And he got pissed about that.
Yeah.
So right there, even more control.
Yeah.
So you don't want her to take the car, but if she finds another means to get a ride, you're mad at that too. So you're trying to control even that.
Yeah.
So he says, take a fucking Uber. Those were his words. Disgusting, man.
Disgusting.
You take an Uber, bro.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to get through this without swearing like a sailor because I get so mad talking about this,
he's right.
this asshole.
But you're Steven Crowder. You don't have somebody to pick you up. You don't have somebody at your beck and call that will fly over to your house and bring you to anywhere you need to be at that moment. And by the way, what a wimpy little, I can't go see my parents today. You know what, dude?
God.
Big whoop. I can't go see my friends today. I needed wood pellets for my grill. Dude,
thank you.
Dude, what an insufferable prick. I think it came off so bad, but you know what?
Crowder.
But what bugged me about it most is
punk ass bitch.
I know everybody wants to give him because right now it's right down the middle. It's people saying, hey man, this is 3 minutes of their life. You don't see them 24/7.
Nope.
I'm telling you this now. It just seemed too natural for him. It didn't seem like they weren't in some horrible fight.
No,
it seemed like this was all the time.
All you need to see is a 30-second snippet. In a nutshell, I'm telling you, this is what's behind all of it. When they're arguing a little bit here and there, she starts pressing him. He goes, "Watch it." Watch it.
Yeah.
And the very next thing out of her mouth, she cows down, she changes her attitude, and she starts telling him how much she loves him and how committed she is. And Amelia starts just stroking that ego. There to his ego instantly. Ugh. And then when they went in the house, he was like, I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Dude, he beats her. 100,000% he has put hands on her more than once. I guarantee.
He's a cheater and a beater. Guaranteed.
Cheater and a beater.
100%.
The way that she won 80s, and she did it multiple times. If you watch the video, she kept saying, Steven, I am committed to you. I love you. And she started trying to like change her tone and change her voice. And he would like lean into her and get aggressive and be intimidating. That shit is on the surface.
Dude, that poor girl was in a lion's cage.
Yes.
Like just like, calm down. Just making sure that he doesn't snap that with that.
He's a sociopath.
Hunky volcanic like attitude that he has.
That guy. All right. So I hate to use the word narcissist because it's overused these days. So you know what? He's a megalomaniac.
Yeah.
He's literally a megalomaniac. Every time she would make a point, and by the way, she was very reasonable in what she was saying.
She was sweet.
He did, but here's how you know it's true because he was doing the exact thing that Dave Lando said that they were doing behind closed doors, which he would flip the conversation and make himself the victim immediately.
Yeah.
And go, well, what about what I have to do and change it? It's all about him. And he was doing that to her. And that's exactly what Dave said he would do to him. He goes, well, you make even more money than me. And like, how much money do you think I make? And he would always make himself the victim.
He got scolded for 40 minutes about how much money he makes. And then the next day turns down $50 million.
Yeah.
Man.
Crowder, man. Dude, fuck you, Crowder.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at that dude. Also, the way that you treat a woman has a lot to do with who you are. Like that tells you a lot about the person. He's a coward. He's an insecure, weak coward. He's a megalomaniac. He's a sociopath. I don't like that fucking guy.
You know what's funny? It's like
weak, dude.
It's like the chickens are really coming home to roost. Like this all came out within like a week, dude. like the Landau stuff,
karma, baby.
The Daily Wire stuff. You know what I noticed? Remember me and him we had this big conversation on the whole Daily Wire thing, and what I something that I just remembered on both sides, because we were, I was weighing out both, and I'll tell you this. For what Crowder did, I still do believe that he pioneered the right to kind of turn over a new leaf and not be so Christian-y. And I know he is that, but I mean, it was kind of a cooler kind of lane they were taking. But one thing that bothered me was how he went about the Daily Wire thing, how he called the guy and they were talking about Christmas and they were hanging out and they had this long conversation, and then he got into the stuff and he was recording him the whole time. And I just thought, dude, if you can't trust somebody to have like an on the level conversation, then how could you ever do business like that? You know what I mean?
Fair,
it
seemed
bad. It seemed bad to me.
I understand, but I didn't expect all of this.
Yeah. Well, and then it just started coming out in droves.
But the fact that because he even says in the video, arguing with his wife, he's like, every minute of my day is like planned out and accounted for.
Yeah.
The guy is a control freak.
Yeah.
He's remarkably insecure. And when you're insecure like that, the more control you get, the more that you need. Because insecurity doesn't get countered. Like, you have to learn how to not be insecure. You have to like build confidence and let go and learn how to trust and things like that. The more you try to control and the more you do control, the more you're going to need. It literally creates like a wider and wider black hole the more that you feed it.
So the more
he's gotten to a point where
yeah.
Dude, he has so much power and control in his life and in his work and with his friends and with his family and all that.
And his employees.
That ego just keeps growing and growing. And there's literally no amount on earth that will satisfy this guy.
So
he's lost his mind.
So you're saying the more control that he's in, the more out of control his mind begins to go?
The more control he's going to think that he needs and that he's going to want. That's why he does all that. And this is what's gross about it, though, is that he doesn't just control people. He tries to dominate and belittle them on top of it. So he uses guilt.
Yeah.
That's why he makes himself the victim, because he makes you feel guilty for what he's going through and yada, yada, yada. That's why he only gives you one car, because he's trying to control your every little move, dude. It's disgusting. Like when he makes Dave Landau sit there while they're doing the rehearsal 45 minutes before he can even go into the room.
Yeah.
That's a domination move. That is gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Steven Crowder's a punk ass bitch, bro.
Or calling him and then being friends with somebody and then calling them and going, I own you. That's fucking sick. Dude,
the words... If you speak the words "I own you" to me, I'm either going to be locked up for the rest of my life, or I'm going to be on the run for the rest of my life, because I'm going to black out and fucking murder you, dude.
Yeah, and you might as well.
I will lose my mind if you look me in the eyes and say "I own you." You're going to find out real fast it's not true. You looking for your phone?
Why, did you say it?
Yeah, it fell under here somewhere.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. So Steven Crowder is a weak character and a fragile, feeble little man, and I thought he was a good person. He had me tricked for a little bit, so congratulations to that. You got me duped. But now that we see who you really are...
Will you watch his show anymore?
Never. I unsubscribed from that shit. I'll never watch his show again. And I'm not even a petty guy like that. I supported him because I was supporting him, who I thought he was. I'm not supporting this disgusting man. No.
I think...
Absolutely not.
I'll still watch it.
Go ahead. I don't care what you guys do. Of course.
I still think that... Listen, man. Do you know one of those things where you separate the artist from the art? I can't...
How? No. This is beyond art. He's not just a painter or like a song maker. This guy comes out and fights for morality and fights for ethics. He looks at the camera, plays holier than thou, points the finger at people and judges and condemns them. Well, he is that. So the next time he comes out on camera and he does his whole thing and this is good Christian values and the American family and we got to do this for the kids and for the people. The whole time he's doing that, you're going to be thinking about, well, how about how you treat your wife, bro?
Yeah.
How about how you treat your own friends, family, and staff? That says a lot more about you than the bullshit you're spewing right now. It doesn't match anymore.
What happens now? Like, does he does he still follow the same Christian values? Like, does he get back and can he go out and just bang now? Like, can he go out and date and have fun and bang chicks?
I have no idea. I've never seen
how that dating rule works. Like, cause he held the virginity card.
He's allowed to, but will it fuck his brand up?
No, but I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
In the Christian world, do you know anything about that? Like, is he allowed to go do that stuff now? Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs to go have fun. And
he should.
He should. He needs to get that ego thing out of the way and just fuck around and have fun and stuff like that. And maybe, I don't know.
But also, like, this is a thing too. When you have someone who lives by that stringent values and has like that thick of a code where every little thing is accounted for and all that. Yeah. I'm convinced of this. It causes repression. You have to repress parts of your personality and your appetites and things like this, and nothing goes nowhere. So when you repress those energies, they come out in fucked up ways and in perversions. Like if you take any Asian culture, for instance, they are so repressed socially. You have to say the right thing with the right inflection and bow the right way, and you have to be polite, and everything is micromanaged or whatever. And then on the back end, they're devious and perverted and disgusting because they're constantly repressing all that shit down all the time. That's what happens, man.
Octopuses.
Yeah, they want to get pissed on. Yeah, doing crapped on their eyes and all that.
Especially the businessmen too. The businessmen are always like they're really like hardworking guys. They're working 20 hours a day, and then they go to the club and they're eating shit. And getting hit with hammers. And,
getting smeared all over and
blood
finger
all
painted.
over the that's
what I'm saying. So like, any type of repression is going to cause an imbalance in some. That's why the only people that I truly trust are the ones that have some dirt on the surface. Like a guy that I trust is like a John McAfee.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know exactly what you're getting with him.
If I look at you and I go, oh, you have no vices, you live a perfect life, you're a perfect husband, you do all the right things, you never like step out of line, like nothing, no. So you're not a full human being. You don't have a dark side to you. Everyone has a dark side and a good side to them. Whether or not like which side is stronger is a different conversation entirely. But to come out and say that you have none, dude, it's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible. So what are you hiding? That's like take a look at all politicians. For the longest, up until recently, now it's all on the surface. Up until recently, they all had this squeaky clean image, and they present themselves, you know, like, oh, no, I went to Stanford, and I was Catholic my whole life, and this is my high school sweetheart. And in the back, they're doing blow and having people murdered and paying people off.
The Clintons. Yeah.
So when someone presents a squeaky clean front, rest assured the shit that you're not seeing is way more horrific, man, than a normal person. I think guaranteed, dude.
I think that was the appeal of Trump, because it's like, this is the guy
why
that's
I trust
banging
the
like
guy.
The hottest European models that he could get his hands on. You know what I mean?
Same thing with John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a playboy. He's just everyone's a piece of shit in their own right in certain ways. But if you don't see any of it at all and you put that veneer on, I'm telling you, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Plus, it takes a wolf to handle wolves.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Even like so I think the closest thing to that would be like a Ben Shapiro, where he presents like a very clean front. He makes all the right choices and all that. And I can maybe see him being that way for real. But also, when was the last time you saw a genuine smile come on that guy's face, or any type of lightheartedness, or any type of like air of gregariousness? He's not jovial at all. The guy is pent up, and he's repressed, and he's miserable, and everything's business. And you hear it in the tension in his voice.
Yeah.
You hear it in the voice.
I
dude.
do like Ben, though.
So
dude.
I like him too,
really
but I don't advocate, like, he advocates like, oh, this is how you could be a good man, and this is how you should live, and this is how you should like have your family, and this is how you should approach life, and these are the values you should espouse. And I'm like, okay, but if I'm looking for a life coach, I'm looking for one who looks happy and looks like they're enjoying their life. When I see your furrowed brow and your tight asshole, I'm not gonna emulate what you are. I don't want to end up like you, man. You don't look happy at all. You don't look happy. Why would I want to learn from you? Because of what? Because of what? Your fake values that you believe are the only ones that are right because you're Jewish? Dude, everyone has fucking beliefs, bro. Everyone has beliefs, man. It's ridiculous.
I say different strokes for different folks. Yeah. I mean, like, all right,
he needs
like,
to get stroked.
You know, like,
he needs to relax.
No, but you know, like,
that was very professional.
I know, right? I swung it around and got back to it.
I remember my first beer.
Yeah, but you know, like, all right, like, skydiving. Like, skydiving would probably be one of those things where, like, you feel like you're alive. You know,
it's amazing.
I mean?
I've done
you know,
it.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, if I have money, I'm gonna want to go skydiving and do something different. But I could see a guy that has all access, that could buy a plane and do it. He's like, I'm not like I guess so. Howard Stern's miserable too, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, he has access to all of this and chooses to do none of it.
Yes.
And it's like, why?
But so yeah, and like to the point, like, that's why all the people that I trust are on the surface like real people. Remember I showed you Christopher Hitchens? Cigarette smoker, drinks in public.
I love that dude.
Known alcoholic. Terrence McKenna, another one of my heroes. Does psychedelics and drugs like crazy, super smart guy, but it's all on the surface. It's not perfection. When someone that's why I don't like this woke bullshit, this woke ideology and all that crap. That's why it scares me, is because every horrific atrocity that has ever been done by all of humanity, it's always done under the banner of complete righteousness. The Spanish Inquisition, it was for the name of God. And Hitler, it was because of some like good whatever. They believed in their bullshit. I'm telling you,
whatever they're doing, they think they're the good guy.
But they're saying that it's ultimate goodness and ultimate truth, and only theirs is the right one. So whenever I hear that shit, I'm like, you need to go, dude. You're insidious and you're dangerous, man. That is scary. They're trying to fuck you. They're trying to enslave you. Those are the people that are trying to control. Are the ones that are like, my shit is the right shit and everyone else's is wrong, and you can't think differently.
I could see Hitler at like a table full of like Germans, like, you know, because like obviously he led the country, and he's like, I got an idea, but hear me out. Just like what it turned into. And then one of the guys is like, yes, I am listening. You know what I mean?
But hear me out.
Listen, it's gonna sound crazy at first.
Let me finish.
But let me finish. Let me go to the drawing board and we'll see what you think. You know.
So we all know murder is wrong, right?
Yeah.
he takes us to the side door.
Listen, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. That's all I'm getting at. Here we go.
So yeah. So I wonder what's gonna happen to Steven Crowder though, moving forward. Watching him talk to his wife that way bothered me even worse than the other shit, man. It really did.
Yeah.
Because, dude, what kind of man are you?
It was,
dude, what kind of man
honestly,
are you?
You know what's so
Go
funny?
Get gloves?
When I was watching it, because it came out from some left-wing thing published at first, right? And I remember I'm like, let's see how they spin it this time. And I remember watching it, I'm going, woo.
Like, good look.
Dude, I'm looking at him point his foot at her while he, you know what I mean? Like Ryan Ketzer Rivera pointed out, he was talking to her like an Italian uses his hands to like talk. Dude, he was using his foot. He goes, discipline and respect. And he was using his foot. And I'm like, you pompous bitch. Yeah. Like, how
he's sitting
dare
all
you?
sprawled out on
smoking
his
the cigar.
patio couch,
Watch it.
Watch it.
Ugh. God. What's up, Johnny Tsunami?
Johnny
man?
boy.
Hey.
Today is the day. So we'll see what happens next with Crowder.
Yeah.
What else we got, buddy?